This is the story of how 3 French circus lions came to live here at the Shamwari Game Reserve in South Africa and became really wild at heart. Set in over 49,000 acres of private game reserve in the Eastern Cape of South Africa, this verdant bush runs alongside the Bushman's River and is about half a day's drive from Cape Town. It's home to an abundance of wildlife and a world away from the squalid circus trailer that is home to Shada, Junka and Nala. This tiny barred space where they're forced to live in their own waste is all they've known as a home for many long years. But today, their lives will change forever thanks to an amazing rescue project organised by the Born Free Foundation. It's 7 a.m. and the rescue team arrive at a French hotel for a briefing. After much hard work and Anglo-French negotiations, the Born Free Foundation and French animal welfare group One Voice are about to execute their plan. The lions have been under surveillance for months, and at last the time has come to give them a better life.
So what we're going to do today then is we're going to go and rescue these lions with One Voice, who have been orchestrating it from the French side. They have been working undercover partly, which is what has enabled them to find out the information on these lions. That's given the French authorities the ammunition to confiscate them because various laws are being broken. The circus people may or may not be present, we don't know yet. The lions were not accompanied by anybody at all yesterday. They're on a road. Opposite the road we have a private dwelling with some dogs. A person, I think, is probably breeding dogs. He's got quite a lot of German shepherds there, and they will be barking and yapping because we'll be invading their territory. So they will add to the stress of the situation. It's a very narrow road. You'll get your vehicle down easily, but there's no room to pass. What is important is that everybody follows instructions. I know. It's all right. Good girl. So we've got nearest us, we've got Shada. She's a young 9-year-old lioness. And next door to her, we've got Nala. Nala is 15. And in with Nala, on the far side, we've got Junka. He's a lovely old male. He's also about 15. Hello, big fella. But it's an awfully boring existence for them. They've been stuck in here for such a long period of time, and I can't wait to get them out of here.
So close to starting the rescue, the police arrive to reveal some red tape.
The police have turned up and the veterinary department inspector they're talking to, they all looked a bit grim, but apparently the authorities should have notified them that this confiscation is taking place. But the veterinary department here have explained because this isn't a situation where there will be conflicts with the owners, we don't have to inform the police, so everything's okay.
As one problem is solved, another one arises for the team.
What we have at the moment is we have a problem where we can't lift the second shutter up properly. We have limited access anyway, so we want to try and get the best access possible. So what we're going to do is shuffle the vehicles quickly, bring the Discovery down, hook the Discovery up to the tow bar so that we can try and ease this a little bit further forward to get it away from the tree. And then hopefully we've got the best access we can get.
Okay. The rescue team can at last get on with the job, but as they do, it looks like there's even more red tape.
Okay, there's basically 4 key pieces of paper that we need. We need South Africa to issue a CITES import permit, which we've got. This then comes to France, and on the back of that, France issue their CITES export permit. We also need then South Africa to issue something called a veterinary import permit, and then now we just need the French veterinary export permit, which is done once John's done all his checks here. Apparently there's some confusion over a faxed version of a document as opposed to original version of a document, so we've just got to go try and sort that out.
Vet John leaves the rescue coordinator Tricia to sort the problem out as he prepares the sedatives.
One of the things when you do a rescue, and every rescue we've done, we've had to be adaptable. So we bring enough people and kit to think laterally and to do what we need to do.
This is one of the most difficult parts of the rescue so far. There's no time to lose. Not knowing the full health history of each lion means that John could only put the lions to sleep for a short time.
I'm going to do it as 2 darts. The initial one's going to be a sedation. There's a small chance that they'll be sick afterwards. They won't be safe to handle after the first injection. And then that will be followed shortly after by another anaesthetic to sedate them and take them off their feet so that they're quiet and we can handle them.
It's a race against the clock to get the animals out, but the circus has welded the entrance to the trailer shut.
Did it last time. I think they've welded it again.
Did they? Okay, it's just...
Yeah, just as well we came prepared. Good, that's done.
They break the weld and then check carefully to make sure Sharda is asleep before starting her rescue. As a safety precaution, they cover her face and tape her legs in case the anaesthetic wears off early.
Alison, just get here, you've got the heavy bit. And get round here.
This is the first opportunity Vet John has had to get a proper look at Sharda.
We need to treat them for internal and external parasites, and I want to give them a couple of things to help stop them getting too stiff in the journey. They've taken the claws off the front feet. This is to try and make her a bit safer, but it means the poor thing will never be able to hunt, so we can never let her free. It isn't something we would expect to find in respectable institutions, really.
Finding out that Sharda's claws have been removed is an upsetting moment for John, but he needs to stay focused on getting her and the other 2 lions crated up before the sedatives wear off.
Oh, big stretch.
In Junker's cramped cage, rescuer Tony can't help putting his foot in it.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Who's sitting next to me on the plane?
Not me. With this drug that we've used, it lasts about 20 minutes, and we're now getting to the end of the time when that will be active. So we have to be particularly careful with this one. Being old, I don't want to increase it if I don't have to, but I have an injection ready-made if we do have to.
Finally, the eldest female Nala is loaded into her crate as they're all removed from the clutches of the circus.
It's all gone really smoothly, so I'm very pleased at the moment. Everyone's done their bit, and it's the lions have gone really smoothly. They've done their bit too.
It's hard to believe that this squalid, damp prison held these beautiful animals year after year as the circus toured all around France.
Once we get moving, they might get a bit agitated at the very first start of movement, and then they'll sit down and relax. They are, after all, circus animals, so they are used to being on the road, and it shouldn't worry them at all.
On the main road, and a journey up to Calais, and across the Channel, and eventually, 20 long hours later, the Heathrow Animal Quarantine Centre. It's a gruelling journey, but regular checks on the lions show that they're travelling well. The press capture the final moments as the first major part of the rescue is complete. However, they are unaware of a potentially major new problem John has discovered with one of the lions.
We're quite happy that they're doing well, but we have had one problem, and that is that the older female Nala, when she goes to have a pee, is passing a little blood in it. So we're not sure how long that's happened for because we have no history on her. There's a wide variety of things that it can be, and it was not sensible to speculate at the moment what it is. It's just to know that it's there, but I don't plan to do anything about it till we get to South Africa.
With all 3 lions now on board, there's just time for one final check before takeoff.
She's listening to what's going on, but she's sitting down quite calmly. She's moved slightly, so she's now moved over to that side, and she's watching and listening to what's happening to Junker, her mate, on the other side here.
The lions continue the final stages of their journey. But has it all come too late for Nala?
Oh, God, Virginia, she's so thin. Oh, bless her.
She doesn't look well at all.
No, she doesn't.
I am amazed at people that can mistreat animals, and I just, it's beyond comprehension for me.